wasn't your purpose.
Another phase begins.
There's time lapse, but he can't reach her.
No.
Uh-oh, Aether Remnant? Remnant? Wait, he maybe he's still in trouble though.
Silence.
Yeah, they got him. That was a really good job by Kix though in the middle of that fight. There was kind of two fights that broke down there, but I think we can like hold on. Oh, good use.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Oh. Hitting the pendulum here. Tourist. He's gonna get it off. Oh no, he missed. He mistimed it. Oh, that's fine. All right.
I was meant to have this.
And now they're kind of like, this is just too clowny. We've got to get back, Pinger. Okay.
What to go?
Gets off the veil at least. Okay. Very quickly. They keep fighting. Kind of two fights there. How I would call it. The first fight, I think we can say ends when the first life, and then they start the second fight. Big Weaver X review. But a really great adjustment mid-fights, or in between fight, quote-unquote, 1 and 2 by the cut. When Kits recognizes this, there's already the OD dead, and I believe at that stage I Annihilate was dead as well. And he goes, there's literally nothing to stop me from
Radiant's top tower is under
And he
attack.
just ignores the Luna, he lets the Wraith King deal, and they just kind of jump backlines, and it's like the Dream Puck experience. Fleeing these supports and not letting them cast spells. Not enough damage necessarily kills, and that does end up fighting the fucking butt a
Radiant's
little bit later
tower
when it
is
dies.
under attack.
Kind of adjust to that Weaver X. Like they're going to be able to put up. Nine does put you down to the low ground, but they have vision. The cut will lose.
Responsible.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack.
Yeah, once again, I really am kind of curious on why the cut, they really value this top Dire jungle.
Dire's top tower
They kind of value like this top jungle a lot. This is the out here. At this time, I think, you know, it makes sense. I see it, but it's just so curious because it hasn't worked out for them once. The 3 times that they've gone here, usually they just lose a or maybe a throw or 2. Sorry, they've gone here 4 times. It has worked for them. That was the 4v. Dead. Kind of has
Dire
not.
are scanning.
don't disagree with. There's a mana burn talent on Weave. I guess OD, but it's percent. True. So, real quick, the cut, again, they're taking a fight here, but they've missed the second ward that's above outpost. KBU, they're smoked up and they've got really great intel. Wolf tourist. Back, yeah.
Radiant's middle
they've
tower
got
is under attack.
very okay, Hammer still hits. Save as well. Ogre's gonna buy back. The fight breaks out. Dan on the high ground. Those can be hit with the lead. Even BKB, they're gonna be able to get this kill through the OC. BKB does some people shrug off. It's a good Spearback up now. Is gonna show up ready to fight on his second life. Big crits on the Quina. She's been completely isolated here. Salacious Sea Lion does get off the time lapse from the low ground, however. Spearback up. Now in a lopsided fight. Will drop a second time.
Your thirst for life.
Like now, fucking skill disengagement. Rewarded. Again,
This was your greatest success.
I think good communication there as well, because that slightly, just barely had to walk a little bit closer over the line. Yeah, see that move? I don't. Did have to move
Dire's
just a
middle
little bit
tower
south,
is under
maybe like
attack.
100 or 200 units, not very far, right? One Tumbler's toy would have moved him that far, but.
Dire's
But it
structures
did
are
end up
fortified.
saving him. It's a bit. That was going to be a lost fight for Dad, at least. Maybe not for Not going to be a good Howdy up. Fight straight through the. Close a second life as well to back her up. And now you've got three, right? Second rush going away.
Your song has fallen into the rain.
Not quite as slow now.
Yeah. I actually think you want to go during, because like, you know, if you just kind of sit back and farm and, you know, you take tier 2s and do the normal, oh, we just got Aegis for the first kind of thing, I think you end up losing. Just because Wraith King, he's got his own Aegis that does fire and fire.
Batter up!
Did they get first Aegis? They did get first Aegis, right? Yeah, that's right. The cut. They lost the puck mid. And again, KBU's like, well, maybe cut will fight us here another
Dire's
time.
middle tower is under attack. Radiant are scanning.
Bar. Hunted.
Radiant's
Lucent
top
Beam's
tower
gonna
is
scout
under
her.
attack.
Oh, but they don't have the caster range. Charge as well as Ashley's peak. Dies PK. Got this hammer after 20. That's not a game. Charge.
A prize.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Fight. Stop being shoved in by dead.
Dire's bottom tower has
Tower.
fallen. Dire's bottom tower is under
Back
attack.
door.
I'll have to go back.
I hit 25 for Luna. Game.
Radiant's top tower
Maybe of this
is under
box, but
attack.
that's
Dire's bottom tower has fallen. Radiant structures are fortified. Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified.
what a kind way to put
Radiant's
that.
top
Roche
tower
might just
is
give
under
it to you.
attack.
Kill
Dire's
him.
bottom tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
What? HP. Target by Annihilates for follow up with a stun, another dash. There's the giant with the cookie, does connect, and a beautiful top hit. That's the top. It's on the high ground, but KBU, it seems like they've got plans of let's keep it down. Another kill here. Charge. Forward here is Taz trying to a move between auto attacks. Has BKB ready as the OD is going to be focused during this Aegis respawn timer. MMR tour is up on the high ground where they don't have vision for that last Griffin thought will pick off the kill. Where's Weaver? Weaver! Need you! Dad! Oh.
Illusion.
Yeah. Actually, now that I think about it, watching an old man hit his head against the wall would be really... I would describe that as odd.
A golden thread.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Behold.
Yeah.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
I mean, but it's still an overextension either way you frame it, right? Because it's not like, oh, I might have lost Aegis, but I did at least get the tier 3
Radiant's
tower
middle
because you got
tower
tier
has
3
fallen.
tower on the first time lapse, and then you could have backed up there. So you didn't get anything done with that. So unfortunately,
Here I am.
extension is the only out, unfortunately. Okay. Quite a heavy price for that one. Now the cut with a bit more wind
Radiant's
in their
top tower
sails.
has fallen.
Aggressively. That tower, last outer tower standing. KBU. We're streaking. Edge.
Kill the living and smash the skeleton.
That's what I should have said.
That's a good edge.
I knew that's all I had.
Target unknown. The sword arm likes to switch moment.
Where does... What do they like? Anyway, so you told me to stop playing Bloodseeker and start playing Wraith King. Till the 6th second. Okay. No, he doesn't. The principal Ice Frog cares about is all accrue and interest in.
Dire are scanning.
principle. It's probably like 3 point.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Okay. I've got some NFTs to sell you though. Another farming period here. Both teams not willing to risk a decisive engagement without, that decisive engagement being over Roche. Very curious how teams are like, I won't fight, except if it's over Roche. Of course, in this window, it makes sense. But, now... Yeah, it's curious. Curious, isn't it? The way that one worked. Oh, way that one worked. Both teams. They're playing against Deso, Witchblade Puck, right, is basically the damage, and then Lil Shredder. Bloodlust Lil Shredder, probably the cut that Luna's damn fast, but there's only Swarm she's working, right? Maybe if they had the Bloodlust, or maybe even a Solar Crest is what I meant, they would be a bit faster, but I just think with Bob's the cut of all here. But if you want to be sneaky, it's Roche who's going to be. True. Yeah, that's true. No. You're totally right, because he should be able to get his. That's the big if. He should be able to get his DPC off before they set up for a hammer disruption eclipse at all, right? Because that's. Right. That's what I mean on the second life. I think you just tank whatever you can on the first. Tank whatever you have. You have very little choice. Oh, is there a disseminate? Absolutely. Okay, that's pretty big. It's gotta be. Yeah, it doesn't block really anything else this game. Wraith, Fire, Blast. About it, yeah. Yeah, but doesn't Linken's only block, like if you X cast Fire Blast, doesn't only block one of them? Okay, I'm not sure either. But perhaps we're gonna get to see. But I agree with you in principle. Again. Die by this cliff. Got it now, sides. Bottom though. Oh, and Wraith King, he's gonna, Scares McDog, he's gonna blink immediately on over to that. They want to fight, they're ready, they're huge. The buyback status real quick. Everyone with buyback except for 2 OD, Spirit, 2 cores without buyback. Luna in the pit, already patched by Roche, bad omen, but fights. They were kind of a little bit all over the place. They got so rattled, and this was a great smoke play by the cut. They get behind the fight, they identify like 2 great targets to go on, and then it's just panic. It's just panic. I have no other way to describe this eclipse. That Dad does, he eclipses only for the Ogre, and Ogre's like, okay, that's cool, I'll just tank this and die.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower has fallen. Radiant's bottom barracks are under attack. Has fallen. Radiant's
Yeah,
bottom
it's really tough though because we already spoke about how fast the cut does Aegis. Or sorry, they take Aegis
Radiant's
and
middle
Roach,
barracks are under attack.
exemplified there. But I feel like maybe they were pressured to be the ones to start Roach and force engagement, and perhaps they'd be better set by just kind of letting the cut walk with themselves.
Radiant's middle
I don't
barracks
know,
are under
kind of
attack.
things that you have to look at in the replay.
Radiant's middle
But this is
barracks
definitely
has fallen.
Mega's
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Desto, the AC, making very quick work of all these buildings.
Radiant's top barracks has fallen. The Dire now have mega creeps.
True, especially because there's 8 on puck and refresher for the essentially, I guess an age. Especially because it doesn't cost any mana, and even if it did cost mana, you've got the shard. It's a regular Hail Mary. To believe him. Dad was going in. Snap the coils, the kisses are coming down. Ally does get saved here by the timeline. The Warden is going to drop here in his play. As Puck actually in trouble getting tanked by these arcane orders, but now with the BKB active, in trouble. Big Shadow Blast stun from the shard. Dad's going to buy back. Annihilate jumped in, trying to save his core. Oh, but he just separates further away. But he was going to try and stun and save the Weaver, but Weaver's got buyback. Kits did lose his first life. I have a little bit of a reset here.
Invisibility.
Aegis. Buybacks. 3. You're right, 3.
Hunting bounties.
It was a very costly engagement. No, it wouldn't. Plus it's Valve. Oh, they used refresher in that fight as well, actually, right? Steve, is anyone... No. Okay. It's really important so you can cast charge a little bit. You know, sometimes they're just a little bit too far for your current cast range. That's 250. I like his shard though. Or second break. Vendetta break died for this. Why? It had to, but there has a break. Oh, the very rare Yasha and Kaya. One that I can barely pronounce. Well, it's that one to me is more of a all day. But Yasha and Kaya. Okay, goodbye DNM. He just runs into his death. There's the oil as well. Puck actually done here, and with BKB active, actually does not want to be fighting near these ancient Salacious Sea Lion. In a bit of trouble, has his own time up, but he's trying to save it for one of his cores. Doesn't have buyback either, so he's going to be forced to use the Divine Annihilate. He's going to buy a stun. Bad in trouble though. And no, he's not actually. He's just going to go ahead and turn and get a kill onto the Snapfire, but on the high ground here, a second fight breaking out. Spinbreaker, who's bombed back, actually might be in a bit of trouble as MMR Tour is looking to send him back to the fountain, and he will do so dead for 2 minutes. Takes a first life as well off the Wraith King. It's still full HP, but now High Annihilate's going to make the jump. No BKB active already. Pardon me, for the puck. And Turbo Duck is being routed by Dad, and even being killed, Albo.
Has fallen.
Pathetic.
Oh, they're finishing. Trying to finish. Oh.
Radiant's Ancient is under attack.
Illusion. position.
Whoa, whoa. Hold on. Finger, what are you doing here? Okay, I was about to say, you're not playing Earthshaker. This can't be done.
Attack.
Certainly it can. Also, Bloodlust does a little bit more damage. Now has an A on it. But without buyback on Puck, boy, this is scary.
Mine.
Selfish.
Ooh. Yeah, just a really haphazard engagement. But DNM just charges in and dies, buys back and charges in again. Harder mouse. Again, the positioning here, a lot. Prize damage. Fine.
Haste.
Very winnable. Do you think we're going to get to 60 minutes this game, regardless of a victor? Do you think? Up in one.
Blessings upon a loyal warrior.
So it would be 5th Roche, which drops everything except for... It could go. I could see this team is just passively pushing with not right, because I likely that they just oh yeah, I think you can just run at the throne actually. Alright. But twist is cut, unfortunately. KBU, so force back because the side lands off. Oh, pushing. No. The Shadow Demon, yeah, just ask him. He died. Alright, 2 minutes until next Roche is up. 56 minutes, so yeah, there's going to be 1 minute late overtime. Aegis is going to expire at, and I feel like at that stage, maybe you poke and prod for the first Aegis, and then you deny 5 item, Giant's Ring.
Dire are scanning.
I don't think, I mean, you don't let them out of the base, though. Do one of those kind of really dumb sieges, and then you opening. Because it is really scary with this. Not only Luna. But Weaver needs to be base, though. There's no way, like, there's no way KBU send Weaver out on a mission to get Lord, sorry, to get neutrals, because he is the time lapse. He's the second life for Luna, right? That's not something you can afford to do. There's no tier 5 neutral item. I mean, maybe if Trebuchet was in the game, I would give that, but sorry, what is it? What was the thing? I was thinking. Well, I was thinking of the far superior siege weapon, because what else can you know throw an 80-kilogram object over 300 meters but a Trebuchet? Desolator 2. Yes, Helm of the Overlord. I really like that about them. Like, come on, are you kidding me? We give you $40 and you can't better than that.
Next to see my blue.
I think they're both fine. So I liked it. I also liked when I think
Roshan has fallen to the dark.
Deso 2 and Helm 2 that for about a week. No, that was the item name for a while. Yeah. Helm of the Overlord 2 for like days. Yeah, for like days. Gotta be careful here. Body's on the. Oh, is that not Slipknot? Honestly, I never still hit edgy rock phase. Ah, that's right. You're right. Yeah, I never hit that edgy kind of. I don't listen to a lot of metal. Exactly, yeah, so Hey! Whatever music you enjoy. You know, if you're a carry player, you know, you enjoy the sounds of old cha-ching noise in Dota 2, you know, I gotta respect that. All game. Y'all like different. You know what I really actually am curious about? I wonder if there's any carry players in professional Dota that have synesthesia, right? And then I wonder like what that gold ching noise is.
More of you. My
Must be like
patience is rewarded.
Yeah, of course. Oh, I No one wants a fighter. No detection.
Radiant's Ancient is under attack.
What? Okay, they're panicking. They're panicking. Okay, now you wait. Now you wait your tier 5s. Just wait for tier 5s, guys. It's okay. It's okay. You gotta buy back up from Annihilate. You only had to use Coil and your ultis and unfortunately Refresher, Shard, and Aegis. Yes, but it's okay. Now you get tier 5s. We end the game with tier 5s. No worries. Wild.
What are we laughing about?
Yes. Tier 5 time now. Don't not go in before tier 5s. Big for you. Needs them. Needs some of the most game-breaking items. Yeah, this fight was wild. It's like, you can see the cut. They were waiting for Eclipse to end, and then they're like, we're going to pop our BKBs and go back in. But they just didn't all have BKBs. It was only kits. Kits just didn't have the control. Okay, Arcanist Armor, Fallen Sky.
Gold for me.
5 armor. Force boots is great. What do you mean? For Raken? Yes, you sell your boots. What? Yeah. Yeah, remember that was a tier 3 neutral item? Yeah. Fallen Sky. You know what's really cool? which I guess satanic, right? I mean, like genuinely, those are the only two things. I don't think there's an Eye of Scotty on anyone. So no, there isn't. You don't have any way to otherwise reduce the lifesteal unless she is stunned. Yeah, or disarmed, but there's no disarms either. Sorry. Equipped? I didn't. Oh, does Buck have it equipped? Oh, Buck's got me. Well, you can still cast them close to them. Oh, that's true. It wants stun, and that's all your stuns. I agree. I think at this stage it's just kind of secondary to the shard. With Divine, of course. But yeah, I agree with you. I wonder if this works the same way. No, because you wouldn't get to the shard upgrade. Would you get the shard upgrade if? Well, but in general, would you like the spell with mirror, right? I would assume so. Yeah. Probably is all. Alright, here they go. Here they go. Oh. Rapier on deck! Rapier on deck! I think Snapfire? Snapfire has it. No, the Giant has it. Giant, guys, come on. This is my moment. I took the right talents at 20 on 25. That was such a mistake from Salacious Sela. You cannot have your Andy-Disc proc because that's. I think it was the last will damage though.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
Oh, that's.
Radiant's ancient is under attack. Radiant ancient is under attack.
Oh my goodness. It was a fun game. It was a fun game. This is a game I definitely wouldn't mind losing personally. Well, I will slow it down. Boom, 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 boom. Oh my goodness, that damage is just mad. We'll bring it back to cameras here to try and break down that game. Late game Dota is
Radiant team
That is
ban.
Japanese.
Dire
See,
team
that's what I
ban.
mean. Like, have all these things.
Radiant team ban. Dire
Oh, you
team
think?
ban.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Radiant team
Yeah, I guess
pick.
the Japanese Gundams. No, I don't even say that. I don't even say that as a meme.
Dire
I think
team
those are like multi-thousand pieces. I hear they're like very complex. Yeah. All right, ready to go. I remember we have to talk for a minute
10
here.
seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team pick.
Weaver.
Hello everyone and welcome back. Game 1 was well over an hour. Just a big old fest of haymakers towards the end of that one. But cut will land
10
himself.
seconds
KO punch.
remaining.
They're up 1-0 here. They're up 0-1.
5 seconds
you,
remaining. Radiant team pick.
Beastmaster.
Plus, Abo. I think you're over in Pittsburgh. Aren't
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Say you're playing a match of Dota at 9 a.m. in the morning, let's be honest, at 4 a.m. in the morning, and you still haven't gone to bed for the previous day, right? And you know that you're playing at degenerate hours, it's going to be a bad match. You lose. What do you do in Pittsburgh, Richie? Well, let me tell you what you do in Pittsburgh. You go to the Fitz Conservatory and Botanical Gardens. You relax among the flowers. You watch the butterflies swarm around you and realize that your teammates are nothing, and they don't mean anything, and that one match is not that big a deal. You'll
10
regain them more
seconds
later.
remaining.
And then afterwards, after that wonderful match, Richie, you go to the Carnegie Museum of Natural History to figure out how your teammates were created. And then you can go to the Pittsburgh Zoo and you can visit their families. What a great city. Wonderful. You learn more every day. Let's go into the game, Richie.
Wow, you steal. Nothing would have quite stealed myself.
10 seconds remaining.
What a punchline.
5
Thank you so
seconds
much. Thank you so
remaining.
much. Yeah.
Two of the cut versus KBU.US. Good old Carnegie. You got Bill Rockefeller as well. All these steel magnets up there.
It's mostly Carnegie though here. Carnegie is the king of Pittsburgh. That's what I've realized. Yeah.
Radiant team ban.
Yeah, well, I've asked a lot of people, and I go like Carnegie or what's the other one? Rockefeller. I go Carnegie or Rockefeller, and they all answer me, get away from me. So that means Carnegie.
And you're not really sure why, of course, because top hat in mind.
Yeah, I'm going around like, hello, sir, I am a Dota personality. Would you like to answer my survey? And somehow that doesn't get them to immediately stop what they're doing. I don't know.
Well, can they hear you? Rest?
I usually try to do the deep breaths in the beginning and at the end of the interview, but in the middle I try to save it. Yeah, I'm pretty good at that.
Okay.
Yeah, I've got it better.
I
Yeah.
understand.
Anyway, we have a draft. Let's talk about Dota, Richie. Let's talk
10
about real Dota.
seconds.
KBU US, this time they go for the Weaver Beastmaster, which is an interesting combo. I mean,
5
second
seconds
when your second
remaining.
pick, right, you might want to start with not so defined picks. So I think Beastmaster is decent because he has a fair amount of good lanes and everything. But now that they pick Terrorblade, this pick seems really weak.
I'm curious, though, do you better
Do supports?
height for it?
Oh, no.
You can't do snap tide, right? What I would always suggest, and I think you patch, I don't disagree.
10 seconds remaining.
but tide is up there as well.
I think
5
Mars as
seconds
well.
remaining.
Okay, that's-
Weaver Mars or Weaver Tide, they're both good. I would like them more than Beastmaster. But Beastmaster opens up for certain styles that those two don't open to because he's more active. He gets more vision, so he can play around with that. Weaver also does that. He also gets more push. So, and your lane is never that bad. Like even if your boards are not great and you'll dominate the enemy team, which will happen here because Terrorblade, you at least can always recover nicely, and once you get help, you still push the tower. So he's a safe off laner in that sense.
I understand. I just
Radiant
think it's
team
dangerous you define your off lane, and then you define a lane, basically. Now the cut knows it, 100%.
Yeah.
I think that's what I don't like. That's what I don't like. Rubbing me the wrong about this. And the cut, they take advantage of this. Well, as you said.
Yeah.
10 seconds
Well played.
remaining.
Yeah, I think the Grimstroke now with Beastmaster makes maybe more sense, because now you have the double Roar, which is relatively easier to get than double Doom, for example. Always useful to start a second hero, no matter what it is. It's not bad. I still like the cuts lined up more, to be honest with you. I still think they have the option of Mars, right? What stops them from just Mars Snapfire?
The cut, I think nothing. I think it's actually a heck of a pick. I think
Radiant team
Right.
picked.
stats.
Mars!
There we go.
This is the combo that, especially when we were, RDO picking different.
Yeah. Yeah, it's very good.
This was one of the most winning combos. Mars just gives everything that big AoE
10
control.
seconds
It's
remaining.
also a deny pick of the Mars, right? So guarantee that all those
5
auto
seconds
attacks will
remaining.
actually find their targets and not be blocked by a bulwark or by the walls. One of the best combos. Only second to, or I think it's what's second to is Tide Hunter.
Dire
Very similar.
team pick.
Right, yeah.
Winter Wyvern.
Winter Wyvern. Interesting.
Like this. I actually really like this. This is a fight. They're a little bit cooldown. Wait for meta. They need to wait either arena or kiss a Wyvern ulti. But I really like it. It's hard to fight into the
10 seconds remaining.
forget about contest.
5 seconds remaining.
That's fair. And because the other team already defined themselves, now with Ember even more so, right? As being more of a pick-off team, the idea is that you just bunch together and at least one ultimate will be up, right? You just can stagger them. Because you have a good, healthy amount of initiation and counter initiation, right? Because eventually you terribly will get Terror Wave with ads. You always get it at some point. That's great as counter initiation, so is Winter's ult. Mars can service both. Mortimer's gives us great initiation. It's a very solid lineup by the cut. I'm kind of afraid for KBU. Their only advantage I would see is like they can run over the lanes, right? I mean they can't, but ideally they could, and then they could just steamroll you. But they don't have strong enough lanes to do that just yet, honestly.
Yeah, I don't think they do. I think Wyvern by herself is going to be. TB, of course, he can fight when meta's up in that lane. It's not really called fighting. They can skirmish in that lane, right? They'll fight to the death. But Arctic Burn is so darn good. That flying vision. I really like that. As well as, of course, for... Morph still looks good here, though.
10
I
seconds
would
remaining.
say. Again, a little scary whenever you have a
5 seconds
possibly
remaining.
Mars, but there should be enough time to get off the strength gain. You've got a Weaver. That still looks...
Yeah, Morph is fine as well. That depends on the cut's final pick to see if it enables it. But yeah, I wouldn't mind the Morph. I think, yeah, PA was good until Winter Wyvern got picked, of course. I mean, it makes damage. I really can't see anything but the Morph. I like the Drow as well earlier, but that got banned. You can't really lifestealer against Winter.
Radiant team pick.
That's a rough one. It's a rough pick for KBU.
All I see is the catch is not that amazing. The ultimate is great and all that, but you have to around that, I think. You'd have to
10
pick your
seconds
fights.
remaining.
I think here just go for the safest. Like I don't mind like a Kunkka, for example. I wouldn't even mind a Monkey King. Like if you win this mid lane, I don't know how KBU wins this.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay.
Yeah, for the cut. Like I think if you go for Kunkka, Kunkka's the safest pick in my opinion, right? Because good lane against Ember and some more team fight, some more counter initiation. Monkey King is fine because it has a synergy with your team fight and he wins against Ember pretty hard.
I like both of those. I don't think you could go. I personally, just for already versus.
Yeah, it's safer.
I think you're pretty good.
Dire team.
Maybe you are not though.
Admiral
That's a
Kunkka!
Kunkka.
Nice, good.
I like it. I like that. I think that's solid. I don't know what KBU does now. Like they have to win the Mars lane somehow, because they're losing all three at this point.
Yeah. And another issue is I think you've got decent setup. I like that you roar. Ember is great for damage, right?
5 seconds remaining.
And especially before run buff is applied, and that's who else? Heavy anti. I mean, even the jug would have been deep.
Yeah, like seriously, I'm kind of thinking Lifestealer, but Lifestealer is so bad against half. Like, this is actually such a well concocted lineup that any pick you would think of, right? I still think Morphling is fine, genuinely. I think Morphling, which you were suggesting earlier, is probably your best bet.
Yeah, I think.
Because like there's not enough immediate stun, right? So that's what I think Morphling takes advantage of.
Choose your
Oh,
hero.
okay, that's an idea.
Interesting.
That's another hero that's going to be hero. Additionally, does too against high armor heroes such as problem. But
yeah, you're not wrong. Like, he isn't as vulnerable, say, Lifestealer to it, right? So he can, I think, put up his own fight. But you're right that it's not his ideal matchup.
But it is illusions for.
Which is good.
Yeah, that's.
And more so than just illusions as well as because people think about illusions, you're right, illusions counter TB, but the way that most illusion heroes play, particularly the PL, which is his biggest counter, is avoiding TB and going around it, which CK can do perfectly, because Reality Rift is great at doing that, right? So that's good. My only concern here with the Chaos Knight, which I don't know, is how does he interact with the Winter Wyvern? Like, is she capable of getting Cold Embrace on the target see Reality Rifts? Is that possible? Will that happen commonly? Will she be able to get a Winter's Curse? I'm not sure, genuinely, because her range is a bit limited in that sense.
Right, actually. And maybe that's where the Morphling would have been better, right? Having mixed damage, having some magic burst.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a really...
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure either. I think though that's out because it's kind of maybe not the elephant in the but it's like it could break apart the entire game.
I hate when there's gorillas in the zoo, when they hide under trenches in the zoo, and they come out to attack you the moment that you walk into the zoo. It's very scary.
Step lively now. Your admiral is on board.
Okay, I'm sorry, Richard. I apologize.
You're good. I'm just looking.
Oh, okay. I thought you were just leaving me in silence because I did one of your jokes and that was awful.
Okay.
I needed approval there. The CK pick towards the end. The one concern I have on top of the Winter Wyvern is that how good is his lane against Mars and Snapfire? I can imagine this lane being kind of even, to be honest. Like, it's a really strong lane, Mars Snapfire, so I don't know if CK wins this. I still think the cut is a better lineup overall, by the way. I don't think the cut... I don't think this pick is enough to destabilize this lineup, but we'll see.
Step lively now.
Yeah.
Your admiral is on board.
I've been impressed by KBU's drafts, don't get me wrong. And I don't want to discount, but I think might be making the drafts a little. Because I think I don't want to say it's ridiculous because there's a lot of strong heroes in the meta, and you can't pass.
Step lively now. Your admiral is on board.
The fact that they can get as strong as a lane as Snapfire Mars, and then you have to last pick your core into that, I feel like that's really, really rough.
I would agree, especially because you got a Beastmaster in return, right? If you got Tide, like we were talking about, great. But Beastmaster, he's just okay.
Just a quick note off the top of my head, I just especially since the right, that is such a strong lane. What do you do against it? You trap better, But who knows? Maybe this. Okay, I think CK and Grimstroke actually.
It's pretty strong.
Potentially against double. Be tough.
It's strong. DNM has to play this matchup well, right? Because you have to get the Gods of Yuka the Spear off on the Reality Rift when he uses the Inkswell combo, which I'm assuming they'll go for at some point. And it might not even be on you, they might just use it on the Snapfire, so the Cookie is the other option that you use. Oh, nice. Good deny with that. I'm for it. Yeah, big deny. Well, GG, this lane is over. DNM is going to lose it. They should have gotten that creep.
Yeah, it's over. They might strike the colors now.
Honestly.
Bottom lane. Flexion level 1.
Oh, wow. He isn't considering it though. Look at him chasing the Beastmaster down. I think that boar is hurting more than it's helping at this point. What is Scourge? Did Scourge just double stack the lane on purpose? Was this his purpose?
If you like it.
That's pretty good, actually.
Yeah. He'll get level 3 from Pingu, go away. Pingu, get away from me. Give me solo XP.
And maybe because Pingu wants the Arctic Burn is pretty useful. Getting 1 point in each, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But still, this is pretty good because you harassed the Beastmaster. You couldn't really take the first lane of creeps, and only theirs were dying. So you actually preserve all your creeps and you aggro them with you. I've never seen this kind of stacking, but because KPU does not have any kill potential, them having a bit of experience advantage in the beginning of the lane doesn't matter because Beastmaster until level 3 is not that useful. So you can afford these shenanigans.
Not want to last in the tower here. He's gonna drop the full.
Oh.
Yep.
Yeah, that was good. That was very good. And can he kill Lamar Torres? All spoons are passed. He hit the wrong one. Scourge. You gotta kill the Warden. One more hit. The Warden used the Fairy Fire though. He realized it's 2. Yeah, it's two hits, so it's not worth it.
And now this lane's actually a little bit harder, right? Pardon me. Now I'm a Mar Taurus. Iron Will on the way. And this is gonna be a long way towards a lot of physical. The meta, of course, again, like I mentioned, first Brent has top lane, and they get here. Baiting. Once again, going for this minus armor lane. Maybe not as, like, synergy.
Synergistic?
Sure. Maybe not as synergistic as the 3 had with this. And then maybe bash, but still not bad here. Again, back. You're at the ready, they might have a kill.
They can hit a spear. Nice, he was baiting the magic stick. Well done. Now you used a bunch of Mars' mana and on the right point. I will say the synergy from this lane comes more from the cookie forward, like put him behind, and then you spear back, right? And that's a big synergy. I think that's really powerful. I'm surprised the enemy didn't do that there, actually, just continue hitting it instead.
Do you think that's better or worse, though? For the lane.
I think that's better for the lane. I think the spear back is super powerful for lane. Maybe I do agree that afterwards the spear back charge is pretty, like yeah. I think the charge is just a great interaction. Yeah. But for the lane, any sort of like spear back combos or like skewer back combos are super kind of OP.
Yeah. Plus I think Mars can use the help a little bit.
Yes.
Like I don't care. I'll just charge and close the gap, but Mars can certainly likes to go for this. Now he's afforded to go for some stats earlier rather than needing to be able to have.
That's a very good point. Yeah, the Mars struggles and Mars Spear doesn't have the easiest cast point, so the snapback is honestly difficult to do. Like, at least Skewer get the shockwave slow, right? But if you God's Rebuke them and try to spear them, they're going to be too far away. So you need to be able to be behind them. So I like this. For now though, I mean, this lane has just gotten kind of even. I mean, they haven't gotten any kills. 1 in last hit, so I guess there's that. Terrorblade is also slightly above the CK, but not too much, but he is beating the Beastmaster by a fair amount.
Damn the cost!
Straight into Science. Fine versus all this out. Sampler build for the Wyvern. Ready is gonna up. Oh, it's like seeing the magic carry. Top lane, another spear. 2 seconds stun into Inkswell, which should proc here. They don't have DNS.
I'll set you.
Yeah, I feel like they're underestimating this lane a bit, right? Like, you need to keep Spear to be able to push him back. You're not going to cut some of the Inkswell stun, or at least God's Rebuke.
It's pretty good. The part that they're... I agree, I think they're underestimating the kill lane, but I don't think they kill CK. It's tanky.
I agree.
One of the best strength gains in the... Oh, no, 3 point... High base strength. Brutal Stroke, I think, is the kill here. So, well played for Salacious Heal. Out of reach.
Ooh, bounty!
That's kind of underestimating.
Bottom. Pingu dies to the Weaver. Yep, Swarm just got him. There's no Cold Embrace. Or sorry, he used it earlier, but it's on level 1. Didn't heal him too much, and Weaver just killed him. Now TB is scared and alone. What will he do? He can no longer play this aggressively. Meta for the boar. There you go. That's actually a big point. Killing the boar is super important, so you can actually farm this lane. Well, good use of the meta.
Flames will spread thrice.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
I'll refill. heal. Kunkka, not like he, you know, struggles for regen anyway.
Step lively now. Your admiral is on board.
Bottle refill. He's already dropped a bow. It looks like that didn't take... Got a couple of remnant charges. Pretty even mid lane here. Waves on the tower. Side can. I think not too scared. If an Ember TP is top
Yep. Bottom happened the same thing, by the way. At the same time as Dad dived, bottom decided to dive themselves. Which is interesting.
Helm up now.
I think now you push him out of lane, right? This is enough to kick
Radiant's middle
TD.
tower is under attack.
The creep to do it? Yeah, right? Oh, yeah.
Yeah. The Hadouken against, how much is it? 160 damage? 160, no. Yeah, you could have TD out, I think, with Weaver. Yeah.
I'm kind of surprised not to see what... Yeah, try and finish off the... If either of these mids rotate, the other mid is very happy to rotate. Like, pretty good rotation. Got some decent... But the issue is neither of them are really power pushing.
Top.
They just...
They got us.
Top lane?
Dire are scanning.
Oh, was that bot to farm stacks? The Torrent missed the stacks though, so I'm not sure if it was for the stacks or for the Ember.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Kit's got him though. Annihilate also took a fair amount of damage there.
Rune of double damage.
He's just gonna activate it. He thinks there's maybe more stacks here? Or no, he's gonna go
Radiant's
top
bottom
set.
tower has
Sure.
fallen.
Giant just TP. Even at tower. That's so much. Yep, down goes DNM. And just
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified.
Out. Oh wow, they've already lost bottom, by the way. Look, they are getting pushed in very, very quickly here. Find some way to pressure. Oh, but, yeah. Okay, this first Mars
Radiant's
arena
top tower
has to
is
find.
under attack.
I think they have to make. It doesn't have to be onto the end. It doesn't have to be. It has to be. They're just getting.
Yeah, honestly, it's looking very good for KVU right now. Because the Beastmaster, we knew he would automatically just turn on, right? Once he had the helm of the Dominator. We haven't seen that much impact from the Kunkka. In fact, he himself is being forced back. There's the Inkswell. Flame Guard still activated. They're tearing through him. Arena? Will it be at least a kill on the Grimstroke? Honestly, taking the Kunkka's already enough. Again, the Grimstroke's above here. But Kunkka could still be in trouble. Nice spear. They get the Scuttle Blast, however. TB joins. We just under for Kunkka. No, we're gonna let him die instead. There's no point in Thunder, so that's impossible. That's Kit's dead. Pingu as well. And now, actually, Skirtback might be in trouble. Weaver Shakuya do a lot of damage. Giant throwing magic to finish off the bug. And they get rid of Giant at the same time as Chaos Bolt sets up for this kill. They kill him, Scourge, and also DNM. They just ran in. They have a much stronger lineup in the early game, and the cut is getting beat because of it.
That's disastrous. I mean, I don't want to say that's game, but they're going to lose
Radiant structures
maybe a tier
are
1 tower. How do they fight? They don't have anything. There's no meta. There's no arena. No boat. I think KBU should press the attack here. I see no reason. I don't think you go for another triangle excursion. That I don't want to call it lucky because they are game, but I think it was fortunate that the fight turned out that well for them. But I think now you get this last tier 1 tower and you just keep map. Whenever you have door up, you get killed. Raider.
Yep. Yeah, it's exactly what they were looking for, right? We thought their lanes would actually not go that great, but honestly, they managed to stabilize them really nicely. Mid lane went pretty well for Annihilate, all things considered. Bottom lane went insane for them. And now top as well, with Dad just getting enough levels to be able to beat off of Mars. And once you got this, you actually can... Like I said, you sweep the map, you can actually just take Roche next, right? That would be your next objective. You ideally push the map enough so they can't really contest you, or maybe you force that in arena or whatever it is. Go for the Roche, and after the sweep, you know, if you kill enough heroes, like, that's another option as well. And once you get the Roche, that's tier 2s for sure. And that's your game plan executed perfectly.
Yeah, I think the most important part, though, you know, as they say, easy come, go. You've got to make sure not to over. Have got like it's not fully on 6 for both the supports well to restrain themselves. Of those items. Into Deso armlets. Way for C has it actually. Up lane. Master probably into the Vlad's next. Of course, the quick buy gets cleared after you.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
But yeah, perfect, great early game for them. Master's gonna take over the jungle. Top is very dangerous right now. Tower fell. Okay. Yeah, see, and that's kind of what I was inferring, right? Is you can be given a
Visibility.
like even if there's not a ward here, I just don't know why Beastmaster is playing around like that. He doesn't have roar. There's no kill threat. The cut know this, right? So they're going to be very eager to just run at him. If just to just boot him out of the jungle and make a little bit more. He at best kill all his creep.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
Everything
attack.
was now they've got level 6 for both their support. Kisses there, of course. Fortunately, he has to break his smoke. Yeah. Teammates' ulti's coming back up soon, so Roar is back, and yeah, this is a bit longer after that, so we're not got a window, they've got an opportunity.
Gold for my chest.
I guess they're just going to wait for the items, and I don't disagree with the items, right? All that worth lead. You've got
Dire's
a
top
core.
tower is under attack.
I'm not going to say he's on line with just omelet, but he's going to be more willing to show up as long as he's ready. If the fight
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
This is great.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Got Sand, right? He's deceptively tanky. True. Wasn't a lot of farm from elsewhere, but I guess they can. It's just scary because you don't have funds, you know. Like, I get what you're saying, but like, it's like, okay, I'll split push top lane instead. If they go on me, if they team, our tier 1 fight because we have better team fight. But you
Dire's
don't have a
top
tier 1
tower
anymore.
is under attack.
Yeah, I feel like you have to be a little bit closer together right now.
Dire's
And now they're
structures
doing
are
that as
fortified.
5 or as 4. They will be pushing power of the game.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's top tower has fallen.
This is a good start though. The cut, they just love fighting here. They can't stop fighting.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
And again, I just... Yes, what is it that the cut...
Dire are scanning.
kind of posture area. It's kind of a dangerous spot as well, to be quite honest with you.
Dire's
Don't have any
top
vision.
tower is under attack.
Like, contrast this to last game where they were willing to fight here, but they like... there was a ward on this last game. This time, the early... are in their direction last. So, eyes, but
Double damage empowers me.
fight while there's no boat and nowhere. Forget. Cut will not. No, arena back up in 20 seconds. But again, they've got the teamfight ultis up the secrets and the boat in the lot.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Down from the high ground is going to be able to kill Mars. Giants, he's been saved, rather, by Winter's pets. They're just getting very up in the face of the cut. Yeah, I agree. I completely agree. I think it's justified the pick. It turns out kind of. I even suggest improvement. They play the well in the early game, then I do see it to phase it. Tide just simply doesn't.
Radiant's bottom tower
Of course,
is under
Tide
attack.
would have given you a little bit of fight counter initiation, but so far maybe you haven't had it.
Dire's structures are fortified. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
They're
Radiant
pushing
structures
bottom
are
already.
fortified.
Yeah.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Yeah, exactly. They're going to be while still respecting the triangle.
Radiant's middle
Yeah,
tower
they're just
is
looking
under
for
attack.
opportunistic kills. Look where the Warden and Dad are right now. All for these. I really like what you said there. Line up this is because it forces like these really awkward fights for the cut where they just like have to put all. And that's not what the cut's strength is. That's not what they want to be doing.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
They have really. Maybe if they get a full like formal 5-on-5 fight, maybe they can still win the fight here. In fact, I think they can, but
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower is under attack.
that was crazy, and I'm surprised that fight ended up going somewhat acceptably. I'm still after the calculus. It's gold for the cut. They do cut 1k into that gold lead, and I think most important, tons of XP for Scourge McDuck because he's the last to die in the fight. Yeah, I think he got like a better fight for the cut, to be honest. And it could have been a little bit better for KBU. They started TPing out on 2 supports, I think, because they already lost to a match at the start of the fight. They went, okay, we have no double roar, but out, Ember and CK both end up going back on in. Not everyone exactly on the same page, and I think that could have gone a little bit different. Still not bad, and MMR Tour actually makes quite a big difference there, because he gets a fireball with his Ancient Black Dragon and all that magic damage in addition to the Ember Spirit just fighting for the TV. Actually ends up picking up the kill there, and they do Rose Yeah, Scourge doing a great job as well. He's doing the ghost pushing, right? He pushed in mid. He did a great job though. He pushed mid wave all the way because if KBU had a mid lane or wave mid, they take a tier 2 here, and that's detrimental immediately. After losing a fight, just getting an objective like that—that's huge. Just a massive free equilibrium here in the mid. So that's a big tool here that the cut has. Ending this game, you get a bit more time to get the
The ruin of haste.
Awkward fight breaking out as they're just desperate to hit some
Golden thread.
Yeah. Job as well. Tower. Okay. And I think that. Well, they're both around the same price, aren't they? Really? This game, I think I still agree with you. I think I still prefer the Link. Oh, you do? Oh. That could be there.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Box, you gotta off the fate. You gotta get a new instructor. That one's broken.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Like it's done though. For him to actually use the bow, he will get it off. Dodged as Phantom's Embrace. Might they have a kill here? No, in fact, if Melissa Turn Arena's out on top of the get through the board. Want to catch the CK. Kisses raining down onto him. Drops the Snapfire. Or was used. You didn't have losing Aegis here. The cut. Then against this dive from KBU. I think they're going to be rewarded with another kill here. Great spear
Radiant's
back. That
middle
gets the
tower is
BKB.
under attack.
Got this one, and he will. What build to go? I would like if I were the wide. I agree. I agree.
He got some requests.
Snapfire.
Behold my searing gaze.
Kisses.
I think you go after this.
Dire are
I
scanning.
think if you go blink, you end up standing pretty
Dire's
close
top
to where the
tower is
Snapfire
under
already
attack.
is. Fights quite naturally, right? Initiate, Snapfire just sits back. But Ember's got Ags, right? So he could be looking and going fishing for these backliners, right? If he can cancel the blink of Get the Snapfire. So I think you don't want to put all your eggs in that basket. It's still like going for. Ridiculous. I mean, I don't think you want to. Yeah, that's why I want the 8th. I mean,
So save armor, eh?
yeah.
Radiant are scanning.
At last. Now
Okay, you know what?
rekindled.
I was about to say, I don't know, but yeah. Yeah, I think the Aether Lens allows you to be, quite not ironically, acceptably, this game allows you to be more flexible with Link. It's pretty rigid. So I kind of like that. Alright, that's settled then. Another big item now for KBU this time. Cross the Zag Scepter. Ready to go. Ion for the time lapse. Was how much pressure the cut was to apply onto him. I don't know if that's Ag's been scouted or not. They definitely know he's past couple of minutes.
Gold for my I troll your guts with my
It's like, I'm coming in to save my friend. Okay, I see that point. That makes sense. I think that CK maybe a little bit okay with this than compared to like someone like an Ursa because he still has more. Well, you're right. It very
Dire's
well
top
could be.
tower is under attack.
Rune of double decker.
Yeah, especially if his points on cooldown and if he just reality ripped it in and eats a boat and ability.
Dire's top tower
You
is
have to
under
back him up.
attack.
Nothing. It's just up to Ember to just sow chaos. No content on, so this Ember is
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
not to do damage. We don't see a lot of he's the least of the illusion. Anyone, I think. Naga is. Usually don't see him go for these. You know, he
Are
can
scanning.
goes up to the meeting, but they do not grant him a seat on the illusion. Everyone gets really mad at our warden at the clubs, you know, especially when Lion shows up with Shard, you know, and starts killing everyone's illusions, and our warden just shrugs at them. See, that's Venge as well is sitting outside, you know.
Radiant's middle tower is under
Oh
attack.
man, I forgot about that meta. Oh my god.
The flames rush forth.
That's always the rough part about playing it. Like I remember so hard, but especially when they make some pretty big changes. I remember I think 7 point a lot of things. And everyone's like, oh boy, Brood Brother changes. And it's like, why am I not invisible on my webs anymore? Major
Radiant's
changes.
bottom tower is under attack.
It was like that for a while when they kept. Oh, Scourge is a gamer. Scourge is a gamer. He just pinged.
Radiant's
Yeah,
bottom tower
his
is
illusion
under
got
attack.
blocked slightly. Oh, beautiful. Maybe you get a little bit unlucky there as well, I have to say. Basically, only the Snapfire lives because Reality Rift, of course, pulls you along with the points along between the two of you, and she got moved onto the cliff, and you couldn't actually use an illusion. The great thing about Aether is it allows her to still range but zone away and keep safe distance. Okay, whereas Blink, you get in once and see jumps you instead because of capturing bad. They're buying time though, KBO, they're buying time. And without the meta active, this Roche is not fast. God, they did win an impressive team fight, but of course it was impressive because fairly nice. So they don't have the item stack Roche. KBO can buy that. It must cost them.
Welcome back.
They're going to do it themselves. Yeah, they do. For a minute. Not for a minute, though. Maybe the only thing that I'm scared about, but TVE is tanky. 3,500 HP here. Scotty and Mac. And maybe he's active. Cancel. Oh, the spear! But no, yeah, I think it off. I think he's going to be able to at least kill the Axe Shard. And the opponent beautifully here. On to 2. The time lapse, though, is going to get MMR Jules out of the bad spot. Dad continuing to fight for his life out here, though. As Scourge McDuck laying to the damage. The spear actually ends up saving Dad, but he runs back into the illusion and dies anyway. As Scourge McDuck, his BKB now expiring. He's going to be chased up to the high ground. He's got 30 seconds left until he has another meta. The Kiss is trying to slow the aggressor. Continue chasing. Great Winter's Curse, though. It's beautiful. It's onto the Warden. There's no more time lapse save out in this fight as the Sunder is going to try and keep Kids alive. He will still fall. After a giving chase here onto Scourge McDuck. A good force-step here. Creates a bit of space for the cooking. We'll get him onto the high ground. This time, though, there's no Winter's Curse to repel them.
Radiant's middle tower is
Very
under
dead, and
attack.
Annihilate's going to end up this fight with a trade.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Dire's bottom
Actually, no, he
tower is under
couldn't
attack.
eat it.
Radiant's
Because
middle
I'm
tower
running
is
the
falling.
replay now, and he throws the... Yeah, he throws the spear and it has fire, so...
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified.
Look at that lethal throws.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
He's on the back lines. There's another. Okay, he's fine. He's got Ags, but slightly scary. There's an X market. Okay, that's much. It's just go, and now the warrior nearby has himself a time lapse ready to go. He's going to need to use it now on this Emperor. No, he doesn't actually. The Inkswell is going to actually keep him alive, and they're going to turn back on the kit with the vessel charge. They might just have him. No, the Sunder. Well done. I don't think, especially against a Weaver, or against a Weaver and the aggression. Got a lot of money, so I know for sure DNM he had Ag Shard already by the. So did Pingu.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified.
I think Scourge has to build Ag. Because Emperor with Ag, Weaver as support, and Chaos Knight, even without Phantasm, they're just heroes that are going to keep running at you. You're really only limited by like Chaos Bolt Reality Rift.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Yeah, I think Ag is a good idea. Cut. He's at 9 day with kind of without. I think the problem with that is that it revolves around you, the ability you need to upgrade to take and contest that Roche. Yeah, that's kind of like it's like the catch-20. Hey, I need this Ags upgrade, fight, but I also need the fight for the Roche to get my ability. What do I do?
Yeah, we also just get the
Water along.
Radiant's
Albert,
bottom
he-
tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack.
I think if I'm making the call for the cut, I would tell Scourge you've got to buy it, just because
Radiant
Kunkka, you're
are
right, the
scanning.
Kunkka Ags is great for, but it doesn't give you the damage for Rogue, and in case you need it. But he is building Daedalus, and maybe that's good enough. In fact, it will be good enough. Gotti and all the he can afford to. Wait, is that a? Dude, these 3,500 HP, 6 armor, and oh, by the way, it's magic immune, 500 move. Wow. Cliff here in the Radiant Triangle. And he was just really hungry for kills. He had a DD rune, and by God, Alvo, he was going to use it to hit some heroes. Don't think it was either. Now the cut, I think for the first time this game, actually have a net worth lead. Going to venture aggressively on the side of the river. They're pinging tier 2 towers. They're making moves out here, Alvo. they're in the driver's seat of this game, and you know, after this fight, I don't. I cannot believe that it's not like that. Yeah.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
This is so big. This is big for the cup because now they're going to be able to vision for Roche. They capture the outpost. Maybe they can get a tier 2 pop. And then Roche is going to be up. They just need to set up a little bit of vision. KBU, if they've got really good aggressive ward, triangle. Sorry, these are Radiant wards.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Set up. They're good to go.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen. Dire's top tower is under attack.
Yeah, I think you can take it. Ember's dead for 50.
Dire's structures are fortified. Dire's top tower is under attack.
Wagons will become...
Dire's top tower has fallen.
Yeah, seriously, there was nothing stopping them. Oh, wow.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
Mistake by DNM. I mean, I guess not a mistake. No, there was a sentry. Couldn't have scouted the web. He didn't see the
Radiant's
Weaver
middle
was running
tower
as well at
is
the same
under
time.
attack.
And
Radiant's
turns down. Really, that time lapse I think breaks apart everything. But then there must have been panic in the comms. Everyone is kind of doing their own skirmish. Ember is dancing with the Wyvern. There's 4 CKs dancing with
Radiant's
he was
middle
not
tower
really in
has
position
fallen.
either for that one. This point barracks. Maybe even
Radiant's middle barracks has fallen. Radiant's middle barracks
I
has
heard
fallen.
there's CK, he'd already had 4 1. And then
Radiant's
DB,
bottom
so
tower
much
has
trouble there.
fallen. Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom barracks has fallen. Radiant's bottom barracks has fallen.
By the way, this is like the 5th or the 6th DD. I like this. Whenever Ember's fighting, he's always just blowing. Oh, well, drop odds. Do you?
Radiant are
Could he get to
scanning.
Ember? Oh, okay. I was thinking that. I wonder what happens if. Double or triple. I'm just thinking. Soulbind 1 They can Roche.
Not as
They can pressure
impressive
for
as
Roche.
the
In fact,
original.
KBU, they did not retake their outpost in the jungle. They cannot. I mean, they can buy back on dead, but it's going to take them like 30 seconds to run. But he's got eggs. He's got eggs, not food. It is, but Dad's not going to be alive. Without Dad, they
A
don't
golden thread.
KBU, while he's for cut, I would suppose. Not going to lose out. Another tough game for the cut, man. They always find themselves. I think KB, you've got like a pretty strategy. I mean, I annihilate, just harass, namely the vibrant focus. But secondarily, all fire. We saw Kisses do a lot of work in that last team fight. And as long as that can be done, Weaver is usually if DNM does not hit him with this, liably get off the time lapse. As long as Ember's job, you've got the Master for Aurora onto someone full and broke as damage. Nice fight plan. Oh, he does. He has it. He has it. He has it in quick fire, for sure. If this works like other eggs, though, I think you made cool 10-second meta. I think it might be tied to the eggs. You know, after 10 seconds, and you slow. I'm not sure either, because the way that it's worded, it says it grants T metamorphosis, which is already an existing skill, so it doesn't give you a new skill. That's how it works with other eggs. Oh, that's it. I have no idea actually, because oh, I'm not sure. Yeah, I mean, especially as TB. You know, I already used my meta. What's the qualifier team, first place in the qualifiers as well. Of course. I didn't bring up the open qualifiers in an attempt to downgrade them. It was, you know, they heard, oh, there's 3 slots now? We don't need them. We just need the one. We just need the one slot. I know he's just getting kills in the base. What are you going to do? Nothing. Oh, time lapse. Beauty. That's BKB. BKB for kids. They're ready. That's buyback. Bot lane shoving though. Mid lane shoving. They can't afford to just kind of solve them out anymore. Something cut. Have to go for something. They need an opening. How do you do it? You can't. Kunkka, he's already used his BKB. What do you do? Who initiates? They're just gonna go in. I know this. Okay, have fun. Your buildings are taking damage. Base? Question mark?
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Seconds. Go to 2 narrators. Pressing here.
Здесь в блинкауте, вот это зря, вот это он пожалел, блин, потратить. А он после байбека, это точно кола от Кирилла, от Санлайта. Классный мув, в итоге от Рошана отогнали. Я так понимаю, рапиру до последнего на ТБ не показывали. Сразу смачок. Возможно, сейчас примут драку здесь КБ US. опять же, птичка сильно решает, Марс замечает, КВС на развороте, Эмбер дабл дэмэдж сразу влетает наперед, просто пошел Марс. Меня еще неплохо видит. Грима. Рорк был потрачен, при этом ТБ страх выжимает, ЦК, возможно, будет понятно, пытается поднимать, пытается хилиться, состояние тоже ТБ жмет, очень быстро стирает здесь. ЦК он закупается, минус Вина должен быть, да, он не успел лошадь, там играет в пассор, Слинка должен за компашку, там Эмбера держит, но его никто не бьет, иллюзию ТБ Грима успел уничтожен, он здесь один. Сатаник пока кудаун, зато как же он пробивает всех! Все байбекаются! ТБ замедление противное, но он добьет Бестмастера. Уже подошел к байбекам. Формула все еще основная действует, Эмбер все еще под дабл дэмэджем, поэтому рискует, у него нет БКБ, он очень сильно рискует. Жука пока не снимают, ТБ по барабану бабкой не займется. Успеет ли Рошан забрать? Там, в принципе, все почти байбекнулись, кроме Эмбера. У ВК байбек появился у ТБ. Он говорит, наплевать, я хочу рефрешер. Это нужнее, абсолютно согласен с ним сейчас. Ну, бить Рошана, КБ-ЮС, как бы сейчас они игру из-за этого не проиграли. Опять же, двух вторых байбеков нет. Марс единственное, что он сейчас откатится, поэтому он может в теории рисковать. Вот пока иллюзии дерутся. Так, рефрешер прожат.